Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. I think I'm gonna start something new. Just see how this goes for a while, I guess. The channel of the week. Okay, I tried this last year in my vlogs, and it worked pretty good. So anyway, what brought this on was I just subscribed to this really cool channel. It's one guy sitting on his couch doing reviews of different things, like movies and actors and TV series, stuff like that, right? All this stuff from his couch. And it's not like one of those like 15 to 20 to half an hour reviews on something. It's just like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It's very precise. He gets to the point. He asks his audience what they want, you know, like what their opinions are, everything like that. And it's perfect, you know. It's very concise. It's very to the point. Anyway, the channel of the week for this week is Critic Nation. Go and check him out. First link down below in the description box, of course. Duh. Where else would I put it? Yeah. What you've all been coming here to see. Okay. Why the reason you clicked on this video, CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger. If you haven't heard this yet, you're either living under a rock or your internet's been cut out for a while, because this went everywhere. Everywhere. Total viral. Like everywhere. Okay. First of all, okay, it was announced that CM Punk, okay, this was on UFC 181, okay, there's a link down below with the interview that he did with that bald guy, Dana White, maybe, anyway, I don't know, okay, honestly, I've never watched UFC. So I don't know all their names or anything. It was a bald guy, whatever. He interviewed him, and anyway, it's down there. Okay, don't get mad at me. I'm not a UFC fan, although since CM Punk was my favorite superstar, favorite WWE champion, favorite everything, like human being. I follow him on Twitter. He is in real life what he was in WWE. Anyway, what, you know, like, I guess I'm gonna start watching UFC next year when he starts fighting. Now, this whole Green Power Ranger thing, okay? Jason David Frank. Yes, I have his name written down because I can't remember that. Duh, I'm not that smart. Anyway, Jason David Frank, okay? He played Tommy, the original Green Ranger on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers back in the 80s or 90s or wherever it came out. Which, in my opinion, the Power Rangers were a ripoff of Voltron. But that's beside the point. Anyway, he is a UFC fighter, okay? His record is 1-0, and he, as soon as he heard that CM Punk signed a contract for UFC, he wanted a piece of Punk, okay? He went and he put it out on Twitter. He had this picture. He had, like, everything, right? I say I say, if you want to draw a really, really big crowd to this fight, Anyway, let Jason David Frank, okay, Mr. Frank, let him come to the ring, or the octagon, sorry. Come out to the octagon in his Power Rangers outfit, okay? Dressed up as Tommy Oliver. Was it Tommy Oliver? Yes. Tommy Oliver, okay? Dressed up as Tommy Oliver to the octagon wearing his green Power Rangers outfit, okay? That right there would feed into the whole gimmick of CM Punk versus the Power Ranger, okay? We all know that CM Punk is a huge comic book fan, okay? It's all into that whole sci-fi thing and everything. That would be a big draw, okay? People would pay money to see that, which UFC, you have to pay money to see. Anyway, duh. But people, that right there would be perfect, okay? If he could come out in his Power Rangers thing. Okay, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and he said, well, that Power Rangers outfit is licensed to whoever made the Power Rangers, and they're not going to let him wear that in UFC. Really? Why not? It would draw a lot of attention to the Power Rangers. People would want to, people who sorry, the younger generation who have never seen the original Power Rangers would want to see the original Power Rangers to see how this character was for Jason David Frank. Okay? How he was as this character back in the 80s or 90s or wherever, right? So that would draw a big fan base for the Power Rangers. It might bring it back. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's not such a good idea. But I don't know. I was never really a Power Rangers fan. Except for that one episode where the Ninja Turtles were on the Power Rangers. Yes. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were on an episode of the Power Rangers. Google it. YouTube it. Whatever. Go and look at it. It's pretty good. Anyway. I have a habit of going off topic. I do. Seriously. Where was I? I don't know. I lost track of where I was. But no, seriously, CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger. That's how it should be built. That's how they should do the headline right there. CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger. Okay, yeah, sure, he's got a name, Jason David Frank. Okay, they could put Punk versus Frank, but seriously, people would be like, huh? It wouldn't draw as much attention. Wow. Yeah, I'm just getting over a cold, so don't mind me. No. It would draw a lot of attention if it was CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger. And I can't stress that enough. Okay? CM Punk walked out of the WWE because they weren't listening to his ideas. Okay? Now, well, yeah, he had... Wizard World had asked him to do a signing, okay, to sign autographs and stuff, sit in a chair for 4 hours. They were willing to pay him $20,000 to autograph whatever for all the fans, right? Okay, that would be cool. That would have been cool, right? He brought it up to McMahon. He said, hey, look, I want to do this. And McMahon said, no, we don't want you doing that. Next thing Punk knew, oh, CM Punk canceled and we got Daniel Bryan instead. Well, why would... Seriously, he goes and he puts... CM Punk wanted to walk one of the UFC fighters down to the octagon one time. And Vince McMahon said, no, we don't want you doing that. Somebody could get hurt and blah, 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 blah. And next thing he knew, Triple H was walking some, a UFC fighter down to the octagon. It's like every idea that CM Punk had in the WWE, they went and gave the opportunity to somebody else. Somebody else got Punk's opportunity and ideas and whatever. I mean, it was Punk's idea to form the Shield. He wanted to be in the Shield. Right? It was supposed to be CM Punk, Dean Ambrose, and I think it was Seth Rollins. And, it was his big thing. This is what he wanted to do. But no, they put Roman Reigns in there instead of CM Punk. And boom, that was it. I mean, come on. CM Punk would have been a perfect leader for the Shield. That would have turned out really cool, right? All of his really awesome, really good ideas were always turned down. He had medical problems that were not being treated. He had a staph infection on his back for the majority of a year, and it went untreated. They didn't, and then, yeah. And he was like totally underpaid, everything. So he walked out, took some time off. He was going to come back, but they fired him. Vince McMahon fired CM Punk on his wedding day. Like, seriously, who wants to get married after finding out that, oh, you've been fired from your job? Vince McMahon went on Steve Austin's podcast and actually said, oh, well, it was just a coincidence that that he was let go on his on his wedding day, on his wedding day. So, I'm sorry about that. Right. CM Punk was on Colt Cabana's podcast saying that Vince McMahon is full of shit because McMahon knew 2 weeks in advance when CM Punk's wedding date would be, because Punk asked for time off. He asked for the time off so he could get married. They knew about it ahead of time, but he still fired him on his wedding day. And his wife is still in the WWE. AJ Lee, of course. But, again, let me stress this, because I cannot stress this enough. If there's anybody watching this right now with any influence on anybody in the UFC, you will let them know that if these two decide to fight next year, the headline, the title of the fight should be CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger, right? Because if you put Brooks versus Frank, doesn't sound good. Just doesn't have the same kind of ring to it. I don't think it would draw the same crowd that CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger would have. You know, and seriously, that's what needs to be done. Okay? We need to build this properly so more people will watch it. UFC would get more money. The Power Rangers would get more recognition. CM Punk would be like way over in the UFC. And not, I mean, I think he already is, and he hasn't even fought anybody yet. Like, Punk can just say one little word, just pop up out of nowhere and say, hey. A bunch of people will flock to that. Seriously, like, it was announced on Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast that there was a website, okay? I can't remember what it's called. It's like WrestlingTees.com, something like that. ProWrestlingTees.com. I think that's it. I think that's it. Where they had, you know, he went and he announced that CM Punk has his own t-shirts there. And within hours, CM Punk fans broke the internet because the servers went down. It was overloaded. There was too many people trying to get onto this website. Okay? When Colt Cabana announced that he was taking emails for CM Punk for his podcast. You know, he was only expecting like maybe 300 emails. Millions upon millions, or not millions, but thousands upon thousands upon thousands of emails came in and broke his server. Like, CM Punk, right there, on his own, can draw a bunch of people. You know, I mean, if you bill him as Phil Brooks, I don't know. I mean, the loyal fans would know who he is, but the younger fans that just know him as CM Punk probably might not understand who that is. So, you bill him as CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger. I wish I had little toys to show you. See, and that's another thing too. People buy the Power Rangers action figures, right? And get their little, hopefully UFC makes a CM Punk figure. Get the little UFC Punk and the Green Power Ranger, right? Kids would love doing that. There you go. Big marketing tool right there. Anyway, I think I've said enough because I'm just repeating myself. CM Punk versus the Green Power Ranger. Put that out there. Make that the billing. Come on. We can do this. But yes, I'm announcing right now that as of next year, when CM Punk starts fighting in the UFC, I will watch more UFC fights. Maybe I'll watch, maybe I'll watch every fight. Who knows? I don't know yet. Time will tell.